Where's it at? Hello, everybody. So, Tan is live. And this is going to be a quick, brief live because I'm in the process of trying to do one thing right now before I get the rest of that precious, much wanted, needed, and desired rain uh, here in North Texas. So, when I was with the non gardener, they gave me some clippings of Asian plum, Japanese plum, might be Japanese plum and soursop. I need to get them soursop in some soil. I need to get them in some soil, and I need to keep the soil moist. So now they've been sitting in cups. I'm gonna show you the cups that I have them in. And look, what I'm using is I'm reusing. If you know anything about Tan likes to save money. Tan is a frugalista, a budgetnista, and she reuses everything. So this bucket right here, I bought candy canes in. And I've been using it to not steam, but provide humidity for my outside plants. I put some smaller things in here. And it did have a lid, but, you know, something happens to everything in the yard. If it ain't the tenant, it's the wind making stuff happen. So I'm going to fill this bucket up. I'm going to fill this bucket up with my soil because I got some really tall branches that I took from the tree that the non-gardener had. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get them in the bucket. And because projected rain, right? I'm projected to have a lot of rain between now and today is Saturday. Between now and Monday, I'm projected to have a whole lot of rain. So what I want to do is get my soursop and my Japanese plum in this. Hey y'all, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss a minute of what I'm getting up to. Right now, I'm about to transplant some. I got Asian, I got Japanese plum. Look. So last year I had the epic sweet potato harvest. Look at my slips. Focus camera. Look at my slips coming off the sweet potato that I grew. Now I got some sweet potatoes already planted. I have a Japanese sweet potato. I have a white sweet potato. And I can't remember what else. So I want to go ahead. I'm trying to get that soil saturated before I put those transplants in. Now I've had them wrapped in paper towel. Have them wrapped in paper towel, and I put that root steering layer on it because I want them to grow. Now last year, or I believe it was last year. You see, I got them in a cup. Last year, I went to the Walmart and I bought a Japanese plum. But I didn't know that they are tropical plants. Now this doesn't look good, so work with me now. Don't. Look, they don't look so good. However, like I said, I've kept it moist. And all I want to do, see, I have it wrapped in a paper towel. Hey, thanks for the hearts. All I want to do is get it out of that paper towel. You see it? I don't know if that looks good or not. What's going to happen is, though, you see me getting it in it, I need everything works. You see what that is? Everything works. So what I want to do is get a good little hole right there. I'm gonna go ahead and get that pushed down in there. Now, what I've read is that these tropical plants like moisture. So if you see, I got a big old bag there, because, Tan be shopping, she be shopping. When I shop, they send me stuff in big old bags. So I save those bags. So what I'm going to do is I've gotten this soil moist. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get, I'm going to get those in there. That's not it. There's more. There's more. I'm going to get them in the soil. And once I get them in the soil, I'll be putting that root stimulator in that soil. Look, and I got my knife. If you don't have a knife to work with in the garden, you need to go ahead and get you one. Knife and some big boots. Kind of like big boots are essential. Let's see. And I take this thing up real good because it took a flight. I didn't want no problem with TSA. We check TSA. Yeah. And like I said, this is not going to be a long live because if you see, look, it's getting all windy. It's getting all windy in the garden. And it's getting windy because we're getting a little bit of rain here. We're getting a little bit of rain in North Texas. It's much needed rain. So what I want to do is I want to get as many of these. I want to get as many of these little twigs. Focus, camera. Focus. I want to get as many of these twigs as I can. I'm going to have to look. That one needs some extra attention. See how easy that was? This one ain't needing the extra. And this is a real, just focus. See how long that one is? I feel like I'm gonna get this one. I'm gonna get this one. Oh yeah. This one will go down and I'm headed back in. But this wasn't meant to be a really long live. I just wanted to come and say hey to y'all. Tan been juggling priorities lately. So Tan and Gray been juggling priorities. So I've been missing a little bit. Look. See, I dug me another little. I wanna focus camera, focus camera, focus. Now I've got that one in. Like I said, the rain is coming. Rain is coming. What I want to do, yeah, I feel like I'll be back out tomorrow to finish the rest. I'm gonna take my go ahead and get that wet a little bit. See me putting a little bit of water on that. Take my bags back in the house. And what I do really plan on doing, I'm gonna take some of them and I'm gonna put them in this Coke, this 2-liter Coke jug, right? And what I will be doing is split it in half. Because I've seen some people do early starts. They do early starts by using the Coke bottle. And I can't remember what they call it, but they take the Coke bottle, they split it in half, and they grow their starts in the Coke bottle before the weather changes, before it gets warm enough to actually grow. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my bag back in the house. I'll be back out tomorrow. I feel like I want to go live with in the kitchen later because I have some stuff that I want to show y'all. I bought some new stuff that I want to show y'all. But, oh, let me do this. Let me put my knife back in there. Put my knife back in there. I'm put a little bit of root stimulator down. And like I said, wouldn't you know it? That was just a sprinkle. I need scissors. So that was just a sprinkle. Hold up. Hold up. Where did I put my knife? Okay, there's my knife. So that was just a sprinkle. That's what I'm saying. It's the rain is coming and it's going here. So now this little piece right here, was a brand new leaf. And the sister gardener said, hey, that brand new leaf is really pretty. She said, do you think it will grow? I said, well, I don't know. I don't know that any of this will grow. Like, these plants are new to me. However, I said, if you think it will grow, I want to try it. And I mentioned before how I told y'all, my mom used to tell Dad the Great, you just plant that stuff everywhere. Well, we do. I am a just plant that thing anywhere type of person. Uh, and I'm trying this because while I was visiting the non-gardener, I found leaves in the yard that were growing. I found leaves in the yard that were growing. It was just a leaf. It was just a leaf. I'm gonna set that video live after this, but it was just a leaf, y'all. It was just a leaf that was attached to a bulb. I don't know what it was, but it was growing. Sticking up out of the yard, just a leaf. And, yeah, I found so many interesting things in the non-gardener yard. Like, I would be there having a field day. I would be there. I'd be there looking at the stuff that's growing and planting more. Because that's just what Tan does. Let's see. And I wrapped this up tight, y'all. I wrapped it up for transport. Like nothing was going to happen to this. Nothing. Nothing at all. So now I'm trying to get it out. It was so safe now I can't get it out. How about that? There we go. It's coming loose. So, there we go. Come on out. There we go. And I feel like I want to get this, look, focus camera. Since it's raining out, I'm not going to put it in the plastic bag. Oh, look, I got another one right here. Let me get this root stimulator. I'm not going to put it in the plastic bag since it's raining out, but later I will put it in the plastic bag since, like I said, when I'm planting stuff, I do a little bit of research. And I follow a lot of what the research suggests I do, but then I also feel like you know, Tan wants to do a little something, right? So I do my own thing as well. But let me get this back in the house, this root stimulator, because I don't want it to get wet. But I have one more cup. I have one more cup of either soursop or Asian Japanese plum. And that's what I'm transplanting right now. These Japanese plum, soursop, Japanese plum and soursop. I bought Japanese plum last year, but I didn't fully research to know that it was a tropical plant. So I left it outside over the winter. And I do believe it's dead because it is not doing anything at all. Um, Now I have all of this. What I want to do is I'm gonna make a big old divot. Yep, I'll make a big old divot right there because I want to get all of this in this cup in one spot. I feel like I want to get it all in one spot. I have a bunch of little pieces. See it? A bunch of little pieces. I'm gonna get in that spot right there. And I wanted to get down in that soil. Let's see what else I got going on in this cup. I think that's it. I feel like I got all the stems. I just got the dead leaves now. Dead leaves that are left. And the napkins that I use to keep it moist for transport. And to keep it alive till I got y'all. Tan been working, she been working. So, and I've been juggling priorities. So it took me a lot to get out here and actually get this done, to get this transplant done. It took a lot. So now, you see I got all my stuff in there. Now this right here is the water that I transported in. It's also got some root stimulator in it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get this we're good in the bag. I'm gonna go ahead and get this poured off in there as well. Like I said, my my final plan with this is to put it in a big old plastic bag. Y'all, I want this to root. I want it to root so bad. Will it happen? We don't know. But it won't be because I did not try to make it grow. So I'm hoping all the effort that I'm putting in, will make it grow. And I'll only know. It takes some time for me to know, but you know, really, long as I have to wake up, as long as I have to wake up and live life, I got time to see if this will root. Now, those are my my Japanese plum, my soursop. I've been trying to go soursop and there's something else. Pawpaw. I've been trying to go soursop and pawpaw forever. So the fact that I got these clippings right now, my mind, I'm just hoping that means I'm headed in that right direction. In the right direction. Now I will keep this moist. Like I said, it's raining. It has been raining in North Texas. We're supposed to get more rain. So my mind is saying overnight it's gonna stay moist. It will stay moist enough. Look, I got some more that Whoops. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Sweet potato down, y'all. Gotta fix that. Gotta fix that for sure. So, sit there right there so my big boot don't get my. Look, look. See how I started to get them roots? It didn't have that when I dropped it in the water, but it's getting there. It is getting there. I feel like I'm starting a little bit late. I feel like I'm starting late, but I'm getting there. Now, I was doing something before that happened. Oh, so I want to get the rest of this root stimulator out of this bag. And I come back later. Now these paper towels, these paper towels will act as compost. I'm gonna let it stay in there. Um, and I'll come back out and I'll go ahead and finish this up and get the rest of the paper towels out here. But this is my attempt at growing Japanese plums and soursop uh, from cuttings that I got from the non-gardener. I hope I'm successful. I just I want to see it grow, and I do a lot. I do a lot to make it happen. And if it happens, I'm gonna let y'all know. Yeah, if it doesn't happen, I'm gonna let y'all know too. Uh, I know I'm doing a lot of stuff in the garden, and sometimes I have some success, and sometimes I don't have any success at all. But that doesn't stop me from trying, because I just feel like I want to get something done. I feel like I can do it. I feel like I can do it. If it can be done, I think I can. And I know that other people have done it, so my mind wants to try it too. So I've got no started, and by tomorrow I will have my clippings in that plastic bag. Actually, I might put those paper towels at the bottom of the bag, since it's also retaining some of that growth serum, and I want to put it in that bag, put a thing on it, and let it sit and see if it will grow. I'll keep checking on it. Now, so I am not a complete failure. Here's what I want you to know, right? So, Dad the Great dug up this crepe myrtle. Can you see it? This is a crepe myrtle. This crepe myrtle was dug up from my yard in Louisiana. Mom the Great was really mad because it was sitting right in front of the door. And every time she walked out the door, she walked into this one right here. Dad the Great dug it up for me. I put it in a banana box. I put this crepe myrtle in a banana box, and I set that crepe myrtle right here. It sat on my patio from maybe August, September, November, until the following season. It looked dead. It looked like a dead twig, y'all. That crepe myrtle looked like a dead twig, but when March and April hit, I started seeing little leaves. Who was excited? I was so excited that crepe myrtle that I transplanted from Louisiana to Texas survived. And I had two of them, but only this one survived. And I'm so happy about that. All I want to do, I call it Daddy's crepe myrtle, and all I want to do is keep that crepe myrtle alive. So if I can get that crepe myrtle to survive, I feel like I'm gonna get these Asian Japanese plums. I feel like I'm gonna get the Japanese plums and the soursop to grow in my backyard. The only thing about it is, with these tropical plants, is they gotta be brought in during the winter. And Tan don't like bugs, y'all. Tan does not like bugs. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to maintain my plants in the house uh, in the wintertime. Got to figure out a way to maintain my plants. Anyway, y'all, I thank y'all for joining me while I transplant these Japanese plums and these soursop. That's gonna do it for me. I'm gonna go ahead and end this live, and I thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a minute of what I'm getting up to. Bye, y'all. So my Japanese plum and my soursop that I just transplanted. Hopefully in April, March, April, May, I'll have leaves and fresh sprouts on there. Bye, everybody.